Emotional Intelligence and Effective Communication, 2 books in 1. Unleash the power of persuasion in NLP with these secret mind-hacking strategies. 2020 edition. Written by Daniel Parks, Barret, Trevis, Self-Discovery Academy. Narrated by Zachary, Zaba, Jim Rising. Emotional Intelligence Mastery. The complete guide to improve your EQ, social skills, and communication at work for better sales and personal success. Join the 30-Day Challenge. Written by Barret, Trevis, Parks, Daniel. Narrated by Jim Rising. Chapter 1. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is an aspect of intelligence linked to the ability to recognize, use, understand, and manage consciously one's own and others' emotions. Emotional intelligence was first discussed in 1990 by Professors Peter Salovey and John D. Mayer in their article Emotional Intelligence. They define emotional intelligence as the ability to control the feelings and emotions of one's own and others, to distinguish between them, and to use this information to guide one's thoughts and actions. This initial definition was then subsequently updated as it appeared imprecise and devoid of reasoning on feelings, treating only the perception and regulation of emotions. It was therefore defined as follows. Emotional intelligence involves the ability to perceive, evaluate, and express an emotion, the ability to access feelings and/or create them when they facilitate thoughts, the ability to understand emotion and emotional knowledge, the ability to regulate emotions to promote emotional and intellectual growth. The theme of emotional intelligence was subsequently dealt with in 1995 by Daniel Goleman in the book Emotional Intelligence, translated in Italian in 1997. Emotional Intelligence, That is Why It Can Make Us Happy. Thanks to this book, therefore, also in Italy, the theme of emotional intelligence has begun to be used and studied both in the psychological field and also in the organizational business environment. Emotional competence is the set of practical skills necessary for self-efficacy of the individual in social transactions that arouse emotions, emotion-eliciting social transactions. Emotional competence presupposes the presence of knowledge in one's own and of others' emotions, and of the ability to behave understood as the ability to manage and regulate one's emotions to face the different situations that they propose. Through these elements, the individual is able to undertake positive relationships with others and to encourage socializing behavior. Developing emotional skills means promoting communication exchanges, problem-solving skills, and stimulating constructive thinking. The development of emotional competence also concerns the regulation of one's own emotions, closely linked to their control, in which the individual produces optimal and socially acceptable levels of behavior. It is through interaction with other individuals that the emotional behavior deemed appropriate in different contexts is modeled, and it is socialization that establishes the norms within which emotions must manifest themselves to be considered appropriate. According to Goleman, the structure of emotional competence is composed of personal competence and social competence. Personal ability. It is the way in which we control ourselves through self-awareness by recognizing our emotions, and the way in which they affect performance through the knowledge of our strengths and weaknesses and through the reflection learned from experience. Through self-mastery, through the domination of emotions, flexibility and managing change, and the ability to have an open attitude to new ideas, through motivation understood as an inner drive to improve, to seize opportunities, and to pursue objectives despite obstacles. Social skill. It is the way we manage relationships with others through empathy, understood as the ability to listen and understand the needs and feelings of others, and through social skills that foster collaborative ties, building around consensus and support, facilitation of communication, and management of conflicts. Social competence can be summarized in 5 broad categories. Communication skills, leadership skills, skills in conflict resolution, skills in solving problems, skills in making decisions. The social competency is also associated with the cooperative learning, i.e. the ability to work in a group in which these skills are acquired and developed, and where working together is essential to combine different skills to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?